Hello, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and welcome on in. I am Victoria of Wings of Ascension, and this is your daily astrological horoscope for Wednesday, what is it, May? Yes, it is now May 3rd, 2023. So, let's show you the chats, and then we will discuss the chats. Alright, so we do have, mouse, where are you? We do still have a moon in Libra. So she is, unlike yesterday, much more active today, having a lot of conversations. One of them is with Venus. This one is a trine, pretty positive conversation. She's having another conversation over here with, I almost called that Pluto. What? Mars. Okay. She's having a conversation with Mars. It's a square aspect. It is not necessarily fun, but it does teach us some growth. She is opposing, and I'm pretty sure you know what opposing means, and it is the same thing in astrology, two different sides, two different angles, very different from each other having a conversation. These are opposing the moon over here. I'm gonna draw another line, because I know exactly what you're thinking. Wait, what? I just made it worse. Roll with it, friends. Oh dear. Okay, so now that we've got that, we have the last little minor thing. Where is Uranus? Uranus is over here. The moon is having a minimal conversation with Uranus. It is a quincunx, which is kind of like an irritative conversation. It's not really big, not really crazy, nothing really that's going to shake your day up, but it could just be one of those, nah, just leave me alone things. So, as far as the big things that we've been talking about, none of that has really changed except for planets either getting closer or separating. So, really, this chart is what it is. And I will come back here so that we can talk about it. So this active Libra moon, like I said, she's got all of these different conversations. She's having harmonious conversation with Venus. The other conversations are not so harmonious. But what this means is that we're active. We've got a lot of mental stuff going on. More emotional than mental, but anytime you have Libra, it's an air sign. It's definitely going to be mental. You're going to feel it. And what are we going to feel? Well, we have been working through understanding who and what we are, what we need on a personal level. Now that we have the sun getting closer to Uranus, and what is the degree? I want to tell you the right degree. We're at 5 degrees, give or take 36 minutes. I know that means nothing. That means it's getting really close. This is when you're going to start to feel that activation. What is likely going to be coming up is feeling this, okay, I know things need to change for me, but now I'm feeling it externally also. So I'm feeling that something needs to change in my world around me immediately, in my dealings with other people, my job, my coworkers, my boss, but also it's going to start getting bigger and bigger because we do have this, my rings just distracted me, because we do have this Jupiter that's squaring over to Pluto, which is in retrograde, in Aquarius, going back into Capricorn. We're feeling this need to revolutionize whenever we have Uranus involved. And we do have that Jupiter squaring over to Uranus. With the Pluto retrograde that's also going on in Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, we're feeling a lot of this transformative, rebellious energy where we know things need to change. And instead of having this really light, fluffy, we're feeling this agitative. When the sun is sitting there, it powers this want to change, this need to change, but it can also power a rebellious change. So we could be combative. And with all of these things going on with the moon, again, let me show you this one. How many conversations the moon is having today. With all of these things, I mean, this Venus, let me clean it up a little bit. This one in particular is great. This is helping us kind of be social, kind of know who and what we want to do. Cook, so this is your day. Wait, what? All over the place. this is kind of helping us smooth things out. But the other things, this combative here, this Moon Mars, yo, sleeping, haha, have fun with that. And then you have Jupiter opposing it. I just drove right through it. And Chiron, you have Jupiter, your sense of everything bigger, everything expansive, your higher knowledge, your understanding of big things, and not just reading a book and understanding it, like aqueducts. What are they? How do they work? How do they influence things? That is the most random thing that I could give you, but that's what came to mind. Big picture things that we're understanding. Squaring off to our emotional center, it can be a little uncomfortable. Same thing with this Chiron, our wounds. Again, with my Cooksta drawings here. We're feeling that. And then this little agitative over here. It's just kind of this day where we know that things are changing. Come back to you. We know that things are changing in us. Now we're starting to see them on the big picture. And it can be just a little bit uncomfortable. The big thing that I see, especially having Libra moon myself, when things start to get combative, when we start to know something ain't right somewhere, you can go into it knowing you want to make positive change and be that person that says, hey, something ain't working, let's make it work for all of us. Or you can fall into the shadow side. Yeah, that's a fair way to say it. You can fall into the shadow side and you can be one of two things. You can agree with everything and everyone to keep the peace, just to keep peace sake. Or you can be the person that, and trust me, Libra can do this. Some of you have seen it with me. Libra fights for truth at all costs. So you can go in and you can destroy because your version of truth is the most important. I caution everybody to just remember that it's not just you, it's not just me, it's not just we, it's all. So these agitative moments where we have a lot of energy, we're going to pop and feel these things throughout the day. We know what we need for us because we've worked through that. We feel that change. But with these things coming in, it can lead to, like I said, agitation. It can lead to anger. It can lead to fear and doubt. Don't fall into the traps of, I'm going to fix it and I'm going to do it and it's going to be my way and everything's going to be better. Because, y'all, I am so that person. I'm like, get it done. I'm guilty of it. Don't fall into that trap. Also, don't fall into a henny penny, the sky is falling down. It's not. We'll be fine. We will get through this. It's just a process that we have to work through. And today is one of those days where it's going to be a little more active emotionally. So keep it in mind. Remember that everything that's happening is for a reason. We're all feeling these things for our own, our own experiences, for our own development, but as a collective. So again, just kind of remember to fall into that side of Libra that is more Venetian, more loving, but don't go too passive either. All right? As I always tell you, you've got this, we've got this. I love you all, and I will see you again on Thursday.